So we are playing as House Greydwarf, inspired from a Game of Thrones, House Greyjoy. Our motto is "We do not sow," and we pay the iron mug price. The only thing we're allowed to trade to dwarves is iron mugs for goods, and for everyone else, human and elven traders, we just steal all their stuff. Done. Kyrian Gaming, hey, cheers, thank you very much. Which tile set is an excellent question. I'm sure it's probably in our little poppy-uppy thing, but it is... It's the Iron Hand tile set. I do like quite a few of the other tile sets, but this is one of the ones that is, I think, the most visible for streaming purposes, which is why I run this one. I think it's very clear what's going on there, so that's going to be all right. So yeah, so we've embarked in a relatively normal kind of biome. We do have, it's very mineral-rich area over here. I made sure when I generated the world, it was very mineral-rich, and I also made sure that I was embarking in a place with iron, because otherwise, how are we going to pay the iron mug price? But yeah, Admiral Wiley, thank you very much for the resub. So we've got our little surface fort over here. We've got an inn set up, first time playing with the idea of the inn. It's got 2 stories. Actually, we're working on a third as well. So the ground floor is the sort of more tavern-y part where you can eat. Then there's an open floor over here for singing and dancing. We've actually got some musicians playing right now. And I'm going to be setting up some bedrooms on the upper floor over here once we get a few more stone blocks to continue to work with our flooring. We got a series of traps around our main stairwell going down and some refuse piles outside of our base. If we go down here, oh yeah, and there's a stream over here, which is quite nice. So if we go down to here, and you'll notice, no farming. And that's like the #1 thing with Dwarf Fortress. You set up your farms right away, and it's the core, integral part of your entire, like, basis of having a fortress. And here we are, a fortress with 47 people in it, not a single farm, because we do not sow. We also don't gather any berries or anything from outside. If there was an emergency, we might do that, but we'd consider that pretty dishonorable, so we're trying to avoid it. So basically, we're just doing some hunting and trading for food as aggressively as possible. So this is our main floor where we've got everything on here. Going for like one big floor layout because it's kind of interesting. Building more vertically is way more optimal in Dwarf Fortress, but this is just cooler. So we have a lot of large stockpiles. Next to each stockpile, there's a little section for workshops over here. So we've got a handful of workshops here and here, and some more over here, and some more over here. We've got our metalsmithing industry. Luckily, we have a lot of coal, which means we didn't have to like dig down to the magma right away, which is good. While magma forges work great and save a lot of material, you have to go so deep into your fortress that there's so much travel time. It's very annoying. What do your dwarves eat? So we actually have a lot of food right now. We have tons of food. We've got fishing, we've got hunting, and we just steal and trade for food, and we seem to do just perfectly fine. So that's going to be okay. We don't have a well or a cistern yet. We could dig down to the first cavern level, which we haven't done yet, expose some underground water, and set up a well there. During the summer, we can get access to the water from the creek, which is fine. During the winter, things are tough because it does freeze over. Had a bit of an issue with that, I think, with our hospital at some point, where someone was sick and thirsty, and we didn't have any fresh water to give them that. We do have a hospital set over here. We used to have a hospital set up over here, and we have had one were-anteater incident. Yeah, we had a were-anteater show up on the map. Some people had to go and fight. I can't remember if some people died in that initial combat or not, but of course, as always happens, some of our people were bitten and infected with were-anteaterism. And when they were in the hospital, they started to snap and kill people. We did lock them in, and people they did their were thing and vamped out. But vamped out, but anteatered out. And one of the people who was not infected was able to kick the shit out of all of them. We let her bleed to death for like a full month cycle here to make sure she didn't turn into a were creature the next time around either. Did not turn into a were creature. And finally, I believe we saved them. And I can't remember who it was. Do you guys remember who it was that went through all that? We've got a big list of people at this point, and I can't recall who it was. It'd be nice if we could sort by kills, but I don't know if we can. I guess I could check the combat log, couldn't I? If we... Oh, it doesn't go back past one page. Well, there's a bunch of people... Oh, it was Super Peace, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Were-anteaters. You can see here Rawrmonger and Gorash were were-anteaters over here. Who else? Oh, this person who lost a nickname, and Electric Cat ND, and Minifest. These are all people who became were-anteaters. But I believe that Super Peace, or super pest, or I don't know how to parse your name necessarily, was the person who just kicked everyone's ass. We let her bleed to death for a full month until the next full moon to confirm that she wasn't infected. And she wasn't, and somehow survived. We should actually check her injury level here. Simon the Jedi! Hey, thank you very much for the tip. For the plump helmet fun, thank you very much. Yeah, we can trade for more plump helmets with that. So actually, let's go and let's take a look at Super Pieced. There we are. So if we view unit, and take a look at you, you're actually doing okay, aren't you? Who's that? Huggin plus Munnin. Thank you very much for the resub. Ability to stand lost. Oh no, so you actually are pretty effed up. Your left leg has severed nerves, which is why you can't stand. And your right arm also has severed nerves, which is why you can't stand. So your left upper leg and your right lower leg. So both legs have their motor nerves severed. So both your legs are just kaput. Thanks, Speaker. Thank you very much for the resub. And right before that, Harold Beaver, thank you very much for subscribing. Wow. What do we do with Super Pieced? Our mare literally cannot stand up. I don't think crutches are going to help there either. Cokes and Turtle, thank you very much for the resub. If you guys have some tips about how to deal with that, we'll see. But the other interesting thing that happened is out of nowhere, despite the fact that our fort is only 47 people, one of our people became the king of our entire dwarven civilization. What's in my view? Oh, that's my earphones. You, go away. There we go. Not Bill Murray, thank you very much for the resub. I know what you're doing. Yeah, so I think the previous king of the civilization died, and Suntan Man was selected. I mean, I don't know, I guess it's just the way that the hierarchy went. Suntan Man was elected to be the new leader of the entire dwarven civilization, and just happened to be in our keep. So suddenly, out of nowhere, we get a king. We skipped all the other ranks, and we just get this king now, which is a little bit tough because we need to get their throne room and everything to an appropriate level to make everyone happy. Raul Gamer, thank you very much for the tip. Hey, Quill, my schedule finally allows me to watch your stream again. Would subscribe, but don't have a credit card. Kind of stupid of Twitch. Oh, yeah, I guess that is annoying. Huh. Well, thank you very much for the support. And Raul says, kill the elves. Well, my idea with the elves is to keep taking all their stuff until they get mad enough to just, like, siege me, and then we'll go and kill them. So, yes, Suntan Man, despite having the title of king here, because that's the way the dwarven hierarchy works, is actually a queen. Sanctimus, thank you very much for the resub. And before that, for Justice and Puppies. Suntan Man, yeah, is a female doctor, is our doctor. Hopefully can still doctor despite being a king. I don't know if that's true. Well, you're still the chief medical dwarf, so presumably it might be okay. I don't know. And yeah, is technically a queen, not married, and probably not going to produce an heir because Suntan Man is actually a lesbian. So I don't know what's going to happen if Suntan Man dies of, old age or combat or whatever. I should check to make sure our king is not actually, and I imagine you can't fight. Wow, Super Piece, you've got to be removed from the from that militia, because what the hell, man? We'll put Prismatic Flux in there. Since Super Piece can't walk, we don't want him in the militia. Okay, it doesn't look like you're in the militia. I don't even know if I can put you in the militia. Can we find Suntan Man in the list? I don't think so. All right. So we got that. So with all that, I think we're gonna go and unpause. This is the throne room area that I've worked on for Suntan Man over here. This is the throne room. There's a golden throne right over here, I believe. This is the tombs, and we're gonna make a series of these tombs later on. Urban Wolf, thank you very much for the resub. This is the dining room that belongs to the king, and the bedroom over here. Everything's still being smooth. And above the throne room, there's actually like a viewing area, so people can look down, which is very cool. And yeah, and then we have our fancy dining room here, which I want to finish and get our moose squid logo down here. 14 Teapot, thank you very much for the sub. All right, let's unpause. Yeah, dwarves don't have inherited titles. They operate on strict meritocracy. The least competent dwarves in the kingdom become nobles. That's funny. So the king right now, okay, doesn't want us to export currents. That's okay. And currently, is satisfied with chests and cabinets, but needs weapon racks, armor stands, and needs everything to become shinier and more impressive. So let's get a series of weapon racks and armor stands down here. So build rack. We don't have any, but we can go into planning mode. We'll have to make sure they're getting constructed here. And let's go and put in 4 there. That's not going to be enough. That's okay. And then an armor stand. Same thing here. We've got that. And then maybe flanking the throne in the throne room, we'll put another armor stand and another weapon rack like that. Get everything looking very cool. Now, for our weapon rack, can we make it out of a variety of different materials? We can. So we can make golden ones. So make 5 golden weapon racks. And 5 golden armor stands. Because I think we have gold. I might be wrong, though. Do you guys remember if we are successfully mining gold or not? There will be music soon, and we'll have to wait until a season change because of the way I loaded it up. I'm actually not sure. I guess they should be made out of iron, right? Hang on. These should be steel. Or iron. Let me cancel those jobs. Remove. Iron weapon rack. Nice. Make me 5 of those. And iron armor stand. 5 of those. Boom. Much more appropriate, I think. You know, less expensive, but still going to be fancy. Bunch of stone statues are coming in over here. I don't think we've made any of these a sculpture garden, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Although, being a shared room, I think might reduce the value. Yeah, actually, we did find that last time. It reduced the value of the throne room by making this into a sculpture garden, but it did still turn into a sculpture garden because I wanted to encourage people to come down here and hang out, and I was like, we'll just make the room prettier and better and hope that equals out. If need be, we'll cancel it, but there it is. Make it iron, decorate it with gold. That'd be cool. Bosbar, thank you very much for the sub. Nobility.
Looking migrants have arrived.
Did we just get some more migrants? Yes, we did. Well, there you go. We'll be naming some people after subscribers in a moment, as soon as they're on the map. Let me get my subscriber list open. Because we'll have to name these guys. So they'll all funnel in. You see all the people coming in with like little flashing X's. Those are new migrants. They're not working yet. I'm just going to let them all get on the map first before we start renaming anything. Otherwise, weird and annoying things start to happen. There's my subscriber list. And I'll have to randomize it. Oh, I think it's a new month just started. So one squad is going back to their normal jobs and the other squad is going to train. All right. Hopefully everyone's on the map. Where's my dwarf therapist? Right over here. Read dwarves. How big of a wave did we get? 19 people. Holy cow. They heard about the were-anteater issue, but they weren't bothered. So we're going to have Shross, Erixit, Damaba. Damaba, I just used your name for something. Was it in Civ? What is it in Stellaris? I don't remember. We've got the Tankole. We've got Asian people. Asian. We've got Degenerate. I don't know if your name might be too long with the number. No, looks like we're okay. Falafel Waffle. We just used your name for something. Falafel Waffle. Steely Bear. We've got Nunaguna. Let me go and lock these in so that it'll reduce the chance that I accidentally screw up the list. We've got Ljudfedern. This is showing up okay, right? Yeah, good. We've got Adjective. Lord Nib. Excellent little name. Lord Nib. We've got Vuntvor. Vuntvor, maybe. Big Robo. I think you've been a dwarf before. It's either a dwarf or someone in RimWorld. I don't remember. Zurin! Zurin, who's been in my RimWorld run. Yeah. All right. Zitteroni. Sigurderb. Kirkdict. You've been a couple of things. I think you were in the previous Civ 5 game, because I think you were in one of my island places. And One Ball J. There we go. Everyone has been nicknamed. Welcome to the fort, everyone. Enjoy the party. Random name list here too. I know. That's the problem with randomness. Random doesn't equal sort of just, right? It's fair, but not just. Or something like that. I don't know. There's got to be a way to say it. You're canceling picking things up. That's fine. That's going to happen. You don't have steel for the breastplates. Well, we're still working on forging steel. Trying to smelt as much metal as possible. We'll take a look at things, make sure things are going okay. Private Paula with the 1-year Twitch anniversary. Thank you very much, Private Paula. I even sacrificed some elf blood the other night, and you're still not in the game. I'm terribly sorry. Every RimWorld game for me ends in an insect infestation. Far worse than Raiders. Yeah, those insects, those are crazy bad because they can pop up anywhere where you don't have any defenses. I mean, they don't aggro right away, which does mean you've got some opportunity to prep something, but oof, it's just brutal. You play Game of Dwarves? Maybe. I probably should play Game of Dwarves. I never have. I have it. And it's, what, published by Paradox? Ooh, Masterpiece Limestone Door. Excellent. Not made by Paradox, but published by them, I think. Should take a look. Move the mic. The mic's not on the screen. Now it is. Was it on the screen? I don't know. Let's make sure it's not. Are any dwarves holding the door if anyone attacks? Listen, you. Let's not go there. But we do have a switch, so we can flip up all... I love that there's a bunny rabbit on my bridge right now. If we flip the switch, the rabbit would be launched into space. This is how you intersect a Dwarf Fortress and Kerbal Space Program. I mean, we've already got the intersection between Dwarf Fortress and Stellaris, right? So you add in that third part of the Venn diagram down here by launching rabbits into space by positioning them onto drawbridges. Or dwarves, I suppose. Lots of people in the inn. We got a double sound at the same time. Holg, thank you very much for the sub. And we just got a tip from... Where's my thingy? Lord Mime! Whoa! Dude! Lord Mime, holy cow! Wow! Bribe to avoid the iron price on a nice dwarf mug. I don't 100% know what that means. Are you in this game? No, Lord Nib is. Lord Mime, trying to remember, you just made it into something. Again, I mean, you've been something before. More than once, I'm pretty sure. But you just got put into something. Is it in the new Civ 5 game as Rome? I think it was. I think from the Wednesday stream. Which, by the way, I'm going to have to get those videos up as soon as possible. Amra says, you can't just talk about launching bunnies into space and then not flip the lever. You're kind of right. I am a tease, aren't I? So thank you very much for that support, Lord Mime. Jeez. I gotta figure out, like, what company manufactures these things. I mean, you can find them online and stuff, but I gotta, like, talk to them, like, buy them in bulk. Put them up on my shop. I don't know. I need them to give me, like, an affiliate link to sell these goddamn mugs. These are the greatest. Lord Mime was a ship in Moo. That is very true. Absolutely. That's very right. In the new Master of Orion, the Lord Mime. Seems like Waster. I'd much rather launch goblins in space. That's true. That rabbit's just standing there. With the migrants, I need to check to see if they brought any critters with them that need to be pastured. So filter out non-grazing, filter out the things that are already pastured. Yeah, okay, so we got a pet bunny, a yak, a lamb, an alpaca, and a water buffalo. There we go. Make sure they get pastured out here. I'll probably want to move the pasture at some point. Are we in fall? No, we're in spring. Are these leaves? There's red bit, or is that stone? Persimmon leaves. Interesting. Garden of Sinners with the resub. And hey, is your own Garden of Sinners, is your bot not working today? As I say, you didn't congratulate yourself on resubscribing. Oh no. Oh no. No. You almost launched a pet rabbit in space. Yeah, that would have upset someone. No, we're not going to do any rabbit launches. But you know what? As a defense thing, I'm wondering if I shouldn't set up like some sort of hallway on a separate lever that we can start yanking when we get attacked. That might be fun. You don't want the bridges to come down and smash people. It's very effective, but you destroy everything they carry. So it's much better if you launch them, because I think you can tend to recover the bodies. I'm not sure. Launching pets into space is totally worth it. We could remove the bridge from the pasture, but I think it's okay. don't know, maybe the rabbit's getting confused and not actually eating anything. Raven, thank you very much for the sub. Cheers. 100% sure you can recover the bodies. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you fling them up, they just go a certain distance, and then you can find them again. Or unless, I mean, if they get caught in a tree or something, it might be awkward. Alright, seasonal autosave done, so we're now in summer proper. First of hematite, excellent. Not really any dwarven idlers, although some of them might be partying. Look at all the people! Oh my god! Everyone with the text in green is not doing anything. They're listening to music, socializing. Oh, some of them are training, that's something. But look how many people are just socializing, listening to music. This person's playing music. Simulate illness. DB Explorer is playing with a wooden boat. Goddamn lazy-ass dwarves. We got work to do! Are these still being constructed? Oh no, they're here. The steel or iron armor stands are in place. So let's take a look at the king. How you feeling there, king? So you got all your weapon racks, all your armor stands, and everything like that. Right now you have an opulent throne room and grand bedrooms, but you need it to be royal. Now, I have everything smoothed, but not engraved yet. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the engraving job everywhere, which will add a lot of value. And then what we'll do is we'll revisit and see if we need to add anything else physically to the room. Oh, they might have been socializing because they didn't have any real work. There we go. Yeah, now they're all detailing floors. So that's okay. En masse. Just get everyone down here. Engraving is a quality-based job. Smoothing anyone can do. Engraving, in a sense, you might want to limit to just the best people. But you know what? There's so many things here. They're not going to bring down the value. They just might not bring it up as much as they could. So that's okay. We'll engrave the hell out of everything here. Build some musical instruments so the dwarves don't have to simulate them. Alright, Quill, did you see the update on Civ 6? No. What? I mean, is there something new from since Wednesday? Because, I mean, Wednesday I made, like, 2 videos. I had an hour long of video talking about Civ 6 stuff. So unless you're referring to something like that. Do the double walls engravings? What do you mean double walls engraving? I don't know what that means. I only ever engrave either the floors or the walls, otherwise it looks like a mess. I think it'll be okay here. Depends on the tile set. I think this tile set is actually going to look fine. Just a little brighter than the old one, so that's going to be okay. They unveiled the American leader, Teddy Roosevelt. I don't know how new that is. So, Icepick Trotsky, last week I was in California at a 2K event, hanging out with, like, Ed Beach, the actual lead designer of Civ 6, plus some of the other crew of the six people from Firaxis and 2K, and I played the game last week. Then I made a video of it this week, where, you know, I kicked Teddy Roosevelt's ass. I conquered Washington as China. So yes, that update I'm very well aware of. Is there actual fighting going on? No, that's sparring. Okay. Engravings get done only on one face of the wall. So when you have a single wall between rooms, it only gets one engraving. Oh, I see. So if you had double walls, then you'd get double engravings or something like that. Yeah, Icepick, if you go to my channel, and you look for Civ 6, you can find my videos detailing, like, everything that I know. I just, like, a huge dump. As I played, every single turn, I wrote down everything I saw. Quill for Presidente! We gotta play Tropico again. Thank you very much for the sub. Bum ba bum bum bum. The dwarves can get depressed if you plate the floor in gold over their engravings. Wow. Well, we're not going to do that right now. Good tune. So I'm just going to wait for this engraving to get done, and then we'll take another look at everything. Well, I guess it's only the tomb. So how's the rest of the rooms looking like? Ah, okay. Dining room is now royal. Bedroom and the throne room, still not there. Now, I'm sure the throne room will be fine if I just go and stop it from being shared as a sculpture thing. And indeed it is. Now, the throne room, dining room are fine. The bedroom's not good enough yet. That's really unfortunate. Now, one of the things I could do is just ensure that, you know, all the the statue, or all the furniture that gets put in here is only of the highest quality. But I think it's probably fine if we just say, listen, why don't you go and plop down a bunch of statues in here? We've probably got some decent ones. Oops. There we go. And hopefully that'll add enough value.